Hey, this is Mr. Drogemeyer. Thanks for joining me for our video on box and whisker plots. And a box and whisker plot is a visual way to represent a set of data, and it divides that data into four equal intervals, or what we call quartiles. And so in order to do that, let me write that word there, quartiles. So in order to do that, we are going to start by putting our data in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to rewrite my data set in order from least to greatest. And in this data set, we have 8 data points. And there are 5 pieces of information that we need to take from this set of data in order to create a box and whisker plot. We need to know the minimum value. We need to know the value for quartile 1. We need to know the value for quartile 2, which is actually going to be our median. We've talked before about how to find the median. Then we need a value for quartile 3. And then finally, we need our maximum value. So the minimum value is just going to be the smallest data value in my data set. So 12 is my least or my minimum value. And we can easily find the maximum now that we've put it in order. Our maximum value would be 40. Now we talked about finding median, and the median is the middle value. So we have 8 data points here. And so the middle is going to be right between that 4th and 5th data point. And so when that median falls between two data points, we said we find the mean of those 2 data points. So we're going to add those together. 20 plus 26 equals 46. And we're going to divide it by 2. So 46 divided by 2 would be 23. So the median value is 23. To find quartile 1, we're going to look at this data to the left of the median. So we have 4 points of data here. And the Q1 or quartile 1 value is going to be the median of those 4 data points. And so that would be right here between 15 and 19. So again, I need to find the mean of those 2 points. So 15 plus 19 is 34. 34 divided by 2 would be 17. So my Q1 value is 17. Q3 is going to be the median of the data on the right side. So again, I have 4 data points to the right of the median. The median of those 4 data points would be between 27 and 33. So I'm going to add those 2 together. 27 and 33 equals 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30. So my Q3 value is 30. Now that I have all 5 of those pieces of information, I can now use that to draw my box and whisker plot. To draw your box and whisker plot, you're going to start with a number line, and we're going to plot these 5 points of information that we found above that number line. So our minimum value is at 12. So I'm going to go ahead and plot a point at 12. My Q1 value is at 17. My median, which is also my quartile 2 value, is at 23. The Q3 quartile 3 value is at 30. And then our maximum value is at 40. From the minimum to the Q1 value, we draw a line. That's one of our whiskers in our box and whisker plot. From the Q3 value to the maximum value, we're also going to draw a line. That's our other whisker. We have 2 whiskers on the end, and then we're going to have a box. And so I'm going to get my box tool here. The box goes from the Q1 to the Q3 value. I'm going to try drawing that again. I got a little shaky. So from Q1 to Q3, we have our box, and then we will have a line that goes through that median value. And I apologize for the dog barking in the background there. So this would be our box and whisker plot. And you can see you have 4 distinct sections here. What each section represents is 1/4 or 25% of your data set. So we could say there's a lot of different ways that we could describe this data. We could say that 25% of our data falls between 30 and 40. We could say that 75% of our data is 17 or greater. We could say that 50% of our data is below 23 or above 23. So you can use that box and whisker plot to describe different aspects of your data set. And it's also a great way to see how your data is distributed. All right, that's all I've got for you. Appreciate you taking the time to watch. As always, if you have questions, please let me know. Thanks.